Ever pondered over the possibility that we could run out of sand? It might seem like an absurd thought at first. After all, sand is everywhere, right? But here's the twist. We are facing a sand scarcity crisis, and it's more relevant to our daily lives than we might realize. Every day, we unconsciously use products that depend on sand. It's not just about the beach vacations and sandcastles. Sand is an unsung hero in many sectors, from construction to technology, even in the glass that protects your smartphone's precious screen. It's a fundamental ingredient in concrete, the foundation of our cities and homes. It's in the silicon chips that power our computers, phones, and countless other devices. The global demand for sand has skyrocketed, and it's not slowing down. Industries worldwide are digging deeper, and our reliance on this seemingly infinite resource is leading us down a precarious path. Ironically, the smallest grains might soon become our biggest concern. But how does this seemingly infinite resource turn scarce? Let's delve into the process of sand mining. When you picture sand mining, don't imagine someone on the beach with a tiny bucket and shovel. No, this is a colossal operation. Across the world, fleets of barges and ships dredge up millions of tons of sand from the ocean floor, while vast open-pit mines on land unearth even more. It's an industry on a truly global scale, with the sand often shipped thousands of miles to be used in construction projects. Now, you might be thinking, isn't there plenty of sand in the desert? Well, not all sand is created equal. For construction, we need sand with angular grains, as these lock together to give concrete its strength. Desert sand, sculpted by the wind into round, smooth grains, just doesn't cut it. So, we can't substitute desert sand for our needs. This massive extraction of a specific type of sand, needed for human activities, is what makes this seemingly infinite resource turn scarce. We're pulling out more sand from the earth than rivers can naturally replace, and remember, it's not just about the quantity, it's about the quality too. Just like gold mining, sand mining too is leaving indelible marks, but not on the landscape alone. The repercussions of sand mining echo far beyond the depleted sand pits. This insatiable quest for sand is leaving a trail of devastation in its wake, a stark reminder of the environmental cost of our modern conveniences. Let's start with habitat destruction. Picture this: vast landscapes once teeming with life, now barren and lifeless. These are the realities of countless ecosystems around the world, disrupted and destroyed by sand mining. Water pollution is another fallout. Sand mining churns up sediment, muddying waters, smothering aquatic habitats, and killing off species that are vital to the food chain. This not only affects the biodiversity, but also disrupts the delicate balance of our aquatic ecosystems. Then there's the contribution to climate change. The extraction, processing, and transportation of sand release copious amounts of greenhouse gases. Our insatiable demand for sand is thus fueling the very crisis that threatens our existence. And the impact is not confined to the environment alone. Sand mining has dire social implications as well. Communities living near sand mines often find themselves displaced, their homes swallowed by expanding sand pits. Their livelihoods, tied to the land and water bodies, are under threat. The social fabric of these communities is being pulled apart thread by thread. The ripple effects of sand mining are shaking the very foundation of our ecosystems. As we continue to dig deeper, we are unveiling a grave environmental crisis, one grain of sand at a time. So, where do we stand in this grainy future? We find ourselves at a crossroads, navigating a landscape where sand, a resource we've taken for granted, is becoming alarmingly scarce. This isn't a distant problem of the future, it's a pressing issue knocking at our door as we speak, but it's not all doom and gloom. We have the power to change the course. The key lies in sustainable mining practices. By adhering to regulations, we can extract sand responsibly, minimizing the environmental footprint. Then there's the promising world of alternative materials. Engineers and scientists are exploring options like crushed glass and recycled concrete, which could serve as viable sand substitutes. Recycling, too, holds immense potential. By reusing construction and demolition waste, we can significantly reduce our reliance on new sand. So, while the problem is urgent, the solutions are within our reach. The sands of time are running out and the hourglass is in our hands. It's time to turn it around.